Hey, how's it going everyone? My name is Ryan and welcome back to my channel. Today in this video, I'll be doing a top 5 list of the top 5 best maps of all time. Now this is not based on the Easter egg or anything like that, it's simply based on the replayability of the map and the overall fun level of the map. With that being said, let's jump right into the video. So to start off the list for today, the number 5 spot goes to Shangri-La from Black Ops Zombies. Now the reason why this map is on the top 5 list is because, first of all guys, it had such a cool atmosphere with being in a tropical paradise and all the birds chirping around you, the kind of huts and all that good stuff. It was kind of a cool setting, first of all, and that setting was used very effectively by Treyarch to actually make the map a lot better than it could have been. For instance, guys, you guys have the minecart, which is kind of like a little trap, kind of. You guys ride it, and you go to the waterfall, which you can then activate the waterfall and turn that on. And especially, guys, at higher rounds, I know, like, me and a buddy would camp at, like, around 25 or 30 by the minecart, and as soon as it would get really hectic, you would just buy that minecart, and you get out of there, and you guys would be screaming crazy, going crazy with all the zombies around you, and then it would just be a lot of fun and a lot of hectic fun getting back to the minecart from the waterfall area. So that's one of the main reasons why. But the second reason is because of the traps, like the spike trap, as well as the waterfalls that actually shoot you up from underneath the ground. Those are pretty cool, as well as the underground part of the map. And finally, guys, the monkey that would change drops. I think this was a very cool feature in Zombies, and I wish they would bring it back more. But the monkey would actually just grab a drop, he would run back to the temple, and if you guys could shoot him in time, he would actually change it to a different drop. I thought that was pretty cool, and that's kind of why it's on the number 5 spot on this list. The number 4 spot goes to Moon for Black Ops Zombies as well, and many people may disagree with this, but it does not really deserve to be number 1. Yes, the Easter egg was really cool, but we're not really counting in the Easter egg, and I thought it was more annoying than anything when the glass would actually break inside the biodome or inside of the laboratory, and you'd actually have to have your mask on all the time. If you just want to keep the hacker with you, you'd actually have to run through and risk going down because of actually suffocating, instead of just keeping your mask with you all the time. I thought that was a little irritating, as well as the diggers that would actually dig the tunnels every 3 or 4 rounds. And if you didn't hack them, they would just keep digging continuously, and they would kill you if you tried to enter the tunnel. So with that being said, guys, there's basically 2 big cons for the map, and that's why it's kind of up higher on the list. But overall, the map was extremely fun going into no man's land, trying to pack a punch. The perks would change there each time, so you'd kind of have an incentive to go back to the no man's land, and it would get increasingly hard to play, very, very quickly as the time kind of progressed. That was a very fun and hectic place to be, as well as the biodome with the pads you guys actually jump onto and bounce around. That was a pretty cool feature as well. But overall, guys, the outside of the map, that was actually, no gravity and no oxygen, tied with the inside parts of the map when they're not actually destroyed. You guys can actually have, real life on the ground, walking around, oxygen gameplay. Just made for a very fun and very unique experience in Zombies. That's why it's the number 4 list, or it's the number 4 spot on this list. The next map to be featured as the number 3 spot, as well as the oldest map in this list, goes to Shinonuma from World of War Zombies. So the reason why, guys, this map is number 3 on the list is because this map was so revolutionary when it first came out with the changing perks. You'd basically open up a door or open up one basic area of the map, because you start in the house or the hut or whatever you guys want to call it, and there's 4 sub areas to open up. Each one will actually kind of give you more perks as you get there. So the one will have a special gun, the other one has a trap, the one has the meteor, which everyone kind of thought was really, really cool, and the other one, I think, had the Easter egg for the phone. So each area gave you a little bit of, kind of information regarding the storyline, and it also gave you a random perk. Each time you guys bought the map or you guys bought the access area, the perk would actually change. So never, 2 maps or 2 games in a row were never the same. I think this is cool, and the Giant in Black Ops 3 Zombies actually kind of references this with the changing of the perks. I think it's just kind of a cool little tribute back to World of War and the early days of Zombies. Now with that being said, guys, the action-packed gameplay in Shangri-La was pretty intense after about round 25 or 30, so if you guys could get to the higher rounds, it was a lot of fun, and this is actually the first map to include dogs, so that was also a pretty revolutionary thing. With that being said, that's why it's the number 3 spot on this list. The number 2 spot goes to Origins for Black Ops 2 Zombies, and the reason why it's number 2 is because there's a map ahead of it which I think was far superior in terms of replayability. There's a lot of things right with this map, including the fact that they actually went back to the World at War style of making zombies actually hard to play. But there was a lot of bad things wrong with the map, such as the Panzer Soldat who would actually grab you, and if you couldn't shoot his claw in time, which was kind of bullshit because there's a lot of zombies around you, he would just kill you and down you. As well as the mud, the quicksand was not the best. Shangri-La, she had a little bit of quicksand, but it wasn't too bad. And Origins, the majority of the map is actually like that mud, and it slows you down unless you guys actually run on the planks. Now, if you're training or you guys are trying to do a zombie rape train, it's kind of hard to run on those planks because the areas are so narrow, and the only open spaces are the ones with the mud. Another thing I didn't like was the tank, because the tank would actually cool down, and he would kind of just leave you stranded for like 2 minutes at a time, and you'd actually have to walk through all the mud, to get back to your safe haven, basically. But with that being said, guys, there was a lot of fun things to do with the map, including the perk generators. You'd actually have to turn on the power in each area to actually activate the perk, and the box, and the Wonder Fizz. Well, not the box, I guess, but the Wonder Fizz. Just a lot of cool little things to do. There was these challenges where you guys get like 50,000 points or headshot zombies or all that good stuff. And you just actually get stuff out of the semi-mystery box. Like it was kind of a stone box you'd open. That was also a very cool point in the game, and it kind of gave you a reason to play the game to kind of progress in your zombies and get these rewards in-game. Another pretty cool thing about this map was the fact that we actually had the staffs of the Ancients. Those are really, really cool, and they were really fun to make and upgrade as well. You guys also had the Pack-a-Punch, which was actually in pieces. That was kind of cool as well. That was kind of a first thing for that. And finally, guys, you guys had Dr. Maxis's head in a flying turret gun thing and all that good stuff. So there's a lot of really cool little Easter egg things you guys actually activate and build and progress with in the game. And that's why it's number 2 on the list. And the number 1 map of all time would have to go to Mob of the Dead for Black Ops 2 Zombies. The reason why this is number 1 is because this map had so much replayability. It was so fun. Brutus was kind of an asshole, but there was a lot more positive things besides just Brutus. Keep in mind, guys, Brutus is actually a con in this sense, but he was pretty easy to deal with, and he would give you guys max ammo and some pretty good drops when you did kill him. And he was pretty easy to kill if you guys could get a death machine or the ray gun or an actual good weapon. With that being said, though, guys, the Easter egg was cool, but we can't really talk about that because the Easter eggs are not included with this. That Easter egg was very fun to do. Getting to the bridge was really, really cool to Pack-a-Punch. Killing yourself to get back to the main area was pretty neat as well. And finally, guys, building the plane I think was the most fun thing to do in that map. There was so much room to do stuff. There was so much room for activities, as Step Brothers would say it. But all the little pieces of the puzzle in that map that came together to allow you to Pack-a-Punch, to allow you to get perks, to allow you to turn on power, all the replayability was there, and that's why that map will always be a favorite of mine and be the number 1 map on this list. So with that being said, I would like to thank you guys all for watching today's video. If you guys agree or disagree with this list, please make sure to leave a comment saying why you may or may not agree with this list. If you guys think other maps should have been included, please let me know as well in the comment section below. If you guys did enjoy the video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up before you leave. That helps out the video tremendously. And subscribe if you're new to my channel for the latest and the greatest Black Ops 3 Zombies content. Anyways, guys, thank you all for watching. My name is Ryan. Until next time, I'm out. Peace.